Okay, let me just go ahead and apologize. And now it is very windy here, and like gusts up to like 20 miles an hour. So since I'm on like the top floor, it just like really shakes the house, and you can hear it so badly. I don't know how that's gonna sound like when I go back to edit this, so apologies now. Okay, you know what? It's crazy times, and I think we're all just like a little stressed and a little anxious. So I'm gonna tell you a story to hopefully make you laugh. This makes everyone else laugh when I tell it. But if you're not interested in the story and you're just interested in the actual video, then skip ahead to the time thing that, provided, okay? Okay, so my family loves Halloween. We love Halloween so much. I got married on Halloween. It's not the story. So my best friend, who is actually my sister-in-law now, we have known each other since we were like 10. So I think this happened when we were like 12-ish, but it was Halloween, and she rode home like on the bus with me, and we were gonna like go trick-or-treating and things like that. So where we used to live was basically like on top of a mountain, like very like not really populated, things like that. So we get off the bus, and it's like a 1.5 to 2 mile walk from like the bus stop to the house, and you have to like walk up the mountain, you know? So we're doing it, and we're all excited. It's Halloween, we're gonna go trick-or-treating, and we get like halfway up this mountain, and I'm not kidding. This guy jumps out from behind a bush, and he is like dressed in like camo, but not like army camo, like the hunter gear where it's like the leaves and like the trees kind of camo. And he has long black hair, and it's all disheveled and like tangled, and there's leaves in it, and he has on like that hockey mask that Jason wears. He's got a chainsaw, and he revs it, and we were like, what? Like, we looked at each other, right? My friend at 12 puts her hands out, and she's like, sir, whatever you are going through right now, we can talk this out. He revs that chainsaw again. I'm gone. I left her. Don't even care. Seen enough horror movies by the age of 12 to know you don't mess around with that. So I'm running back down the mountain screaming every cuss word under the sun, and probably making up a few new ones of my own. I caused such a ruckus that the cops got called. And it ends up that this was just a Halloween hoax thrown by my family. It was my aunt and my uncle. So hopefully that just kind of gives you a little bit of, I don't know, like joy to know that that's how my family thought you should celebrate Halloween. Scaring the crap out of 12-year-olds. Okay, so it's update 3 to the Partners in Cream project pan. Thank you so much, Steph and DaLin, for putting this together. It has been so much fun. I've really enjoyed like watching a lot of the videos and the playlist that they put up. So everything's going to be like listed down below and everything. In case this is your first video that you're seeing of this, though, it is a year-long, maybe longer project, but it's all cream items. So that could be anything like concealers, foundations, cream bronzers, blushes, highlights, things like that. Just no powder products. And it's 3 to 6, I believe. And it's rolling. So as soon as you hit your goal on something, you roll it out and roll something else in. Yeah, that's all like the housekeeping stuff. So the first thing I will show you that I've had in this project is the Balm How About Those Apples palette. So let's roll a clip of what this was looking like last time. Okay, here is what it's looking like now. Yes, can you tell what we did? We actually finished off the shade Cobbler. I'm so happy because that was such an intense like red shade, and it just wasn't my favorite. Like, I didn't like it as a lip product or anything like that. So I'm so happy that I was finally able to finish that one off. I just like went ham on it. I wore that blush like every time that I did my makeup, and I kind of like hyper focused on it just because I knew like once it's starting to get warmer and stuff, so like really once spring and summer kick it into high gear, like I'm definitely not gonna feel like rocking that intense vibrant red. It was more of like a wintry kind of shade to me. So happy to have that one down. So I think within this project, it's the first shade that we finished off. These other two, Cider and Caramel, I already had like finished off when I rolled it in here. So we were only technically working on 4 of the cream blushes in here. But also, as you can see, Candy does not have very much left in it. And I really think that by the next update, I can have Candy completed, which would feel great going into like the summer months, only having Crisp and Pie left. And that would make me really happy because Crisp is like, it's like this really pretty, it has like a golden undertone to it. So I really want to bust that out in the summer and use that one. And then Pie, I think, would be like the last one that I would like finish off within this, because it's it just looks like it would be pretty in the fall. But I'm not like, like, what am I trying to say? I wouldn't mind to like play with them, like alternate between them essentially. I'm not saying like I have to use Crisp in the summer. I'm just saying like it's kind of like my game plan going forward. So yeah, we are just going to finish off Candy, and then we will have 2 more shades left, and then this palette can be rolled out of here and out of my life, which I really do enjoy this palette. I don't think you can get it anymore though, at least not off theBalm's website. Someone told me like they found it on Walmart. I know I've seen it on Amazon, things like that. So the next one I will show you is my Tarte Base Tape Hydrating Primer, and it's just like, it's a little half size. So full disclaimer, I forgot to mark it last time after I filmed the update, so the line might be a little bit off, so it might look like we've made a lot more progress because I might have screwed up marking it last, like remembering where to mark it. You get what I'm trying to say? Anyway, here's what it's looking like now. So I think you can tell here was about where we were last time in my estimate, and then we're just under the word Tarte. So definitely by the next time you guys see this, it should be gone. I am really enjoying this primer. It has like a kind of like a coconutty smell to it. So if you're like sensitive to scents in any way, then I wouldn't like recommend this. But this, if you are wanting to try it, this is great because I think the full size, which would be an ounce of product, an ounce of like primer, is around the $35 mark. And so this is a ½ ounce of product, and it's like around the $15 mark. So I think that's really great that like it's a half size and it actually is half the price, instead of like, I find sometimes brands with like their minis, the mini is actually much more expensive than the full size, if that makes sense. But so if you were wanting to try this, like it's kind of great that you can like dip your toes into it and not commit to the full size if you don't know if you like it or not. I really want this out of here because I think that in the summer, a hydrating primer is just going to be too much for my skin. It gets so hot and humid here, and makeup just tends to like fall off my face. So really looking to get that out. The next thing, let's talk about the cream eyeshadow that I have in here. So this is a mixture of some loose pigment from ColourPop and the Stila Glitter and Glow in Kitten. And this is what it is looking like. Now, I have to tell you guys, I kind of forgot to use this most days, I'm not gonna lie. So I don't think that the progress is like much to write home about. And to like, yeah, I know there's pan in it, but it's like, since it's a cream product, like obviously you can like manipulate it to have pan. So like, you know, you can like move that around very easily, but I will give you like a little swatch of it. It's really nice as like a base to really get shimmer shades to pop. So I have been quite enjoying it. Like I'm really happy to have it. I know it's going to be like a long haul kind of product. So like I'm not foreseeing it being rolled out anytime soon. Like I tried to add the hardest products that I wanted in here first so that I would have the whole year to work on them. Then we have this Milk Makeup bronzing stick. It's in the shade Baked, and I'm not going to like roll it all the way up or anything, but I am just continuing to use this every day as a cream bronzer. And so again, we're all just going to be surprised when this is gone. But there is a swatch of it. I always feel like when I look at it in the viewfinder, it looks like more orange. But then when I go back to edit it, I'm always thinking to myself, like, it doesn't look that orange. So, but it is a really nice color. I think they have 2 different shades in this. And again, once this is gone, I have one other cream bronzer, but I think that I would just repurchase a full size of this and just have one cream bronzer like in my collection. Then we have the highlighter that I have been working on, this cream highlighter. This is the Tarte Twinklestick in the shade Spotlight. This is like one of my oldest makeup products ever. I'm pretty sure I got this in a BoxyCharm. I am just continuing, I wear this every day as a cream highlighter, and I really do enjoy it. I think it's really pretty. It's kind of like a golden champagne color. Hopefully you can see it right there. But this is the one like that I was talking about. I use this all the time, like every day on, and I don't put it like all over my face, obviously. It's just on like the, like your little cheekbones right here. But when I rolled it up and like did my markings for it, the progress line was like, it's the smallest amount of progress we've made this whole time. Like I feel like these updates right here, we were making like really consistent like progress, and then it's like half of what we had been doing. So I don't know, maybe my lines were like a little off. I don't know, but we're just going to continue to roll with it. The goal is to just use it up, and it does have the plastic cartridge, so I know that there will inevitably probably be product like down within like the plastic that I can maybe scoop out. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to scoop it out, but I have decided that once this hits the plastic and the plastic starts like dragging across my face when I apply it, that's when I will roll it out of this project and consider it done. And I'll let you know at that point if I decide to like scrape out like what's left and then just kind of use it on my own. But I feel like as long as I use it up to where like the plastic is, that's like the usable amount of product, because your average person isn't like digging things out, you know. So I will feel confident in saying like, oh, I used it up, like I finished it for this project. So and then the last item that I have to tell you about is the Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade Golden Eye. And so I had just wanted to use these 30 times because I didn't want my Stila shades to like dry out on me. And I have to tell you guys, I am decluttering this. I know here, like on camera, it looks so pretty and like such a nice golden color. And like in person on my hand, when I swatch it, it does. I really love it. But when I apply it like on my eyes, it is so sheer. I've never, and I've had like quite a few of, you know, these Stila glitters. This is the only one where it has been so sheer that you put it on and then you kind of like, you know, dab it out to kind of like blend it out to where you want it. It just like, it's nothing. And when I try to like layer it, then it just makes my eyes look creepy. So I'm just not gonna fool with it. I did try to like, okay, since it shears out so much, like what if I put this on and then put like a yellow like shimmery shade on top of it, so then it's just like a cream base, make it pop more. And it just made my eyes look really heavy is the only thing I can explain it. I think if you have hooded lids, you'll know what I mean, like where since you have like the crinkles, like when your eyes open and close, like it just gets all trapped in there and it just looks like a hot mess. So I have a friend who would really enjoy this, and I think that she would get a lot more use out of it. She does like a lot of softer looks, so I'm gonna roll this out and declutter that to her. And I'm actually not going to roll in another Stila into its place because I only have 2 others of this size in my collection. Like that's all I have of this is what I'm saying. They're this size, but I only have 2 other Stilas. One of them is Kitten Karma, which I'm not going to open that and work on because that's what is in this, you know, homemade cream shadow. So that would just be pointless. And then the other one, I forget the name of it. I think it's like Bronze Girl. No. Yeah, I think it's Bronze Girl. It's very dark. It's like a dark brown, but it has these really pretty like blue purple glitters to it. I don't want to open that yet and like start using it because it is so dark and we're rolling into spring. Like that to me is just something that I will get more use out of in the fall. So I'm just going to go back down to having the 3 items to work on, or not 3, the 5 items to work on. And then as soon as we start using up some of these, then we'll roll in new ones. So I really think that by next time I could have the primer done. I should have it done. And then honestly, I'm interested. I think I could finish off this bronzer. I mean, there's no real way to tell, and I lost my scale. I hid it on myself, so we're not going to be weighing any products anytime soon until that turns up. but I just have a feeling that like there's not that much left in here. And if there is, if this keeps kicking past the next update, then this little mini was well worth the money to try it out because it has lasted a very long time. But that's it. I don't want to get too rambly. I'm going to leave everything linked down below. I'm going to have Steph and DaLin, their faces linked at the end of this video, so you can just click on them and go to their channels because you should check everybody out. And I hope that you guys are having a good day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.